On the day a whistleblower cop was set to go to trial in Kendall County, all the charges against him were officially dropped.
Now, retired Joliet Police Sergeant Javier Esqueda was charged in connection with leaking squad car video of a man who died in Joliet police custody. Our Megan Hickey sat down exclusively with Esqueda about this surprise ending to this controversial case 4 years in the making. Megan?
Right, Joe and Erica, and the public never would have seen the disturbing squad car video first obtained by the CBS Chicago investigators without Javier Esqueda speaking up and leaking it back in 2020. He faced serious prison time for that move. That is until today.
We're supposed to be good cops. We're supposed to do the right thing. That whole thing was just dirty.
The January 2020 Joliet PD squad camera video shows 37-year-old Eric Lurie shortly before he died in police custody. A lawsuit later filed by his family says 2 officers tried to retrieve bags containing drugs from his mouth, and in doing so, pinched his nose shut for nearly 2 minutes, suffocating him. The video even shows one cop shoving a baton in Lurie's mouth, blocking his airway. Then Joliet Police Sergeant Javier Esqueda said Joliet PD swept the whole thing under the rug.
As far as the internal investigation for what they didn't start it until after I blew the whistle.
So he spoke up first to CBS Chicago investigators in July 2020.
It was a cover-up to hide it from the family.
Black Lives Matter!
The incident and the community's outrage led to an investigation by the Illinois Attorney General's office, which just last week determined the Joliet Police Department has a pattern of using excessive force. But in the meantime, shortly after speaking out to CBS Chicago, Esqueda was arrested and charged with felony official misconduct for the leak. Was this in retaliation for talking to CBS Chicago?
It was. It was a retaliation.
He faced the possibility of 20 years in prison, $400,000 in fines, and the loss of his police pension after 29 years on the job.
That means I would lose everything. Just thinking about that every day was stressful. I'm going to lose being able to take care of my family, my son.
We've been following Esqueda's years-long fight ever since, 4 years and 56 days to be exact, until a surprise motion was filed just last week. The prosecutor's office wrote that they received, quote, additional materials which were not originally tendered to the state's attorney's office, which have caused our office to reevaluate the evidence in this case. The case was officially dropped in a hearing on Monday. Do you regret it?
I have no regrets. I said that from the beginning. You have to do the right thing.
And the Will County Coroner's Office ruled Lurie died from heroin, fentanyl, and cocaine intoxication. Neither the Kendall County State's Attorney's Office or the Joliet Police Department responded to our request for comment on this surprising turn in this case. In the newsroom, Megan Hickey, CBS News Chicago Investigators.
Thank you, Megan.